Hello, my name is Noah, and I wanted to record a quick video to run through a SaaS product that my team and I built in, I believe it was 2 to 3 days. This tool is called Gyro, and it's still accessible at gyro.ai. It's not live anymore, but I can run through what the product did. So to give context, I run a content writing agency, and we hire a lot of our talent from the Philippines and other countries that don't speak English as a native language. There is a lot of incredibly fluent and intelligent talent up there, but the work typically needs to be edited after the draft's been produced. So our workflow for a lot of the content pieces that we produced was we'd have team members in the Philippines perform the research, aggregate any information that we wanted to include within the content, and then the articles would be sent to be edited by people in Canada, the US, or Australia. Now, we wanted to minimize the amount of work that needed to be done between these two stages, and we thought a great way to do that would be by producing a tool that could go through an article, paragraph by paragraph, and perform edits with context in mind. So one of the issues that we ran into when we were thinking about how to approach a problem like this is, if you were to just take a paragraph out of this example over here, like this second paragraph, and you took it out of context and you didn't know that it was related to cryptocurrency, then it could rephrase it so dramatically that it doesn't fit the context of the surrounding text. So we set up some prompts that fed in the previous paragraph, the title, and then whatever the parent header was. And then if there was a subheader, it would feed that in too, so that the system had context on where the position was of the text within the article, and we could provide some understanding of the greater context of the text that was being rephrased. In addition, we wanted to make sure that things like links were maintained. So we see here that Jyro protocol is a hyperlink, and even through the rephrasing process, it's being maintained. So the prompt is set up in such a way that ensures that the context of the hyperlink is understood, and that hyperlink is applied to the text that is most relevant to the contents of that hyperlink, if that makes sense. And it ran through line by line. So we launched this online. We advertised the SaaS product for multiple platforms to freelancers. And we ended up generating a sign-ups same day, people who use this tool and saw value out of it. Enough of value to go through their free credits and then purchase more, which was really rewarding to see, because we were able to build this much faster than we thought we could. We thought something like this could be built as easily as we built it. Why hasn't someone else done it? And I guess it's just nobody got around to it. But to show how this works in practice, this is Mate. It is a platform that functions similar to Zapier, if you're familiar. And I often describe it as Zapier on steroids. It's much less linear, and it allows you to produce these branches to let you handle different types of data that come through. To give context on how this worked, we had a web form that's tied to this module originally. So we provide the Google Doc information to this module, and that Google Doc information was provided by the client initially. So they'd have to share their Google Doc, and then they'd send the URL through the form with viewing access, and then we'd make a copy, get the content, and then based on the type of text that was coming through. And when you parse a Google Doc, you get normal text, you get headings, you get hyperlinked text, and that is all made clear in the array of the different paragraphs that make up a piece of content. And then essentially it cycles through, gets the content, it sets a start and end index, which is like the beginning and the end of the text that needs to be rewritten. It highlights the text, which was a nice touch. You can see that in the GIF that we produced here. It highlights the text in purple, so you know what is going to be edited next. And then it rewrites the text. So this was our prompt to rephrase the poor quality ESL text so it sounds like a professional English native writer wrote it. Makes the tone punchy and sophisticated. Keep tenses the same. and we dynamically populated the tokens based on the length of the text. And then we set up an API call that deleted the text that was rephrased and replaced it with the new version, and then unhighlighted it immediately. Then I ran through section by section and did that. We have this other branch down here, which is specifically for the hyperlinked text, which was probably the most annoying part of this process, was just figuring out how to maintain the inclusion of those hyperlinks within the content, because the hyperlinks are generally very important. The internal and external links that are included initially, and those are taken out by the people drafting the content. That is Gyro. This was a fun project. I hope this was an interesting process to learn to understand, and thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.